Hello dear students, welcome to MSBT online learning platform. We present you topics of management in a most digitally attractive format to enjoy learning at your comfortable place. Let me introduce myself. My name is Atul Agurde, lecturer in Mechanical Engineering Department, Government Polytechnic, Nashik. The purpose of my presentation today is to look at and going to understand a very interesting learning outcome, that is prepare work permit to conduct given maintenance activity. So let's start by looking the learning objectives. To understand permit to work process, to prepare work permit for conducting maintenance activity. So on successful completion of this presentation, you will gain knowledge and understanding of the following contents. So just look at the contents. Always look the safety slogan on the right hand corner, that is always follow company rules, regulation and procedure. So let's start with what is permit to work system. Actually, the purpose of this permit to work is describe procedure and guidelines on work permit system to carry out jobs of inspection, testing, maintenance, repair in a safest possible manner. The objective is to exercise control over the maintenance, repair activities by assigning responsibilities, ensuring clear-cut communication, its hazards and precautions required. A permit to work system is a formal written system used to control certain types of work that are potentially hazardous. A permit to work is a document which specifies the work to be done and the precautions to be taken. Examples: work in confined spaces, work at height, high risk areas, to repair, maintain, or inspect the electrical installations, or to use the large or the complex equipments, etc. Permit to work form an essential part of safe systems of work for many maintenance activity. We must recognize that safe work permits are merely an administrative control and will only bring the level of safety desired or needed when the permit to work system is developed, implemented and managed properly. It is also a means of communication between different departments, plant supervisors, operator, agencies, etc. Now take a look at the features of permit to work system. It is a standard operating procedure, job or method statement and information. In this, the details of the necessary work method, there is a clear-cut definitions of responsibilities, then permit log sheets filing, then instructions in the issue, use and closure, and the provision of adequate safety equipments. Then the equipments and tools to be used. Then the hazard and risk assessment. In this, to identify potential hazards, associate risk at a certain time and place, and to take the precautions. Then required precautions, mitigating actions and control measures. Use all the PP requirements. The permit issue extensions and withdrawal details means duration that the permit is valid, method to extend the permit for an additional period. Then the names and signature for those who are responsible for carrying out these activities should be there. Then a toolbox talk sign by all the workmen. Now the next is the elements of the work permit system. Here the issue means a pre-job check, means descriptions of the work carried out, the plant location, the assessment of the hazard and the identification of the control. It is the first step, that is the issue. Then the next is the receipt. Receipt means it means handover of permit, means the competent and authorized person issue permit to workers. Worker can now start after issuing the permit. Worker sign to say the accept control and plant is now under the control of workers. Now the next step is the clearance. It means hand back to permit, means after a job is completed, the workers can hand over the permit to the authorized persons. Workers sign to say that they have left the job site and equipments can restart. there is fourth is the cancellation. Authorized person accept plant back and can remove isolation. Plant is now returned to the control of the site. So in this way the work system is works. Now what are the types of work permits? The first is the hot work permit. Hot work permit means it is an work that could create a source of ignition that could result in fire or explosion. Examples, that is the spark producing tools, hammering in high risk gas areas, explosive, welding and torch cutting, etc. It is nothing but the hot work permit. Then the next is the cold work permit. Means a cold work permit shall be obtained for all general work that does not involve activities related to hot work. Examples, the routine maintenance, inspection, hand tools, opening of process equipment such as vessels, towers, pumps, compressor, heat exchanger, filter, tanks, etc. Then the next is the electrical permit. A work permit is required for work on electrical system where there is a possibility of contacting energized electrical conductors. Then the next is the confined space. Actually, confined space is nothing but being a large enough for an employee to enter and perform work. It has limited or restricted means for entry or exit and is not designed for continuous occupancy. So work permit is required to allow personnel to enter a confined space such as tank, vessel, blade, trench, etc. Group disturbance permit. Group disturbance permit is nothing but a work permit is required for an excavation or group. You can say that a ground disturbance activity that involves digging, trenching, excavating or removing soil or ground. Excavation, it is the process of moving earth, rocks or other materials with tools, equipments or explosive. It includes earthworks, wall shops, tunneling and underground work using manual or mechanized method. So for excavation more than 1.2 meter deep, a confined space entry authorization is also required. So these are the types of the work permits. To carrying out these work permits, work to perf system is required. Now, who is responsible person? A person that is issuer, executor, and field operators authorized by manager who is responsible for keeping his area and staff safe. So, what is issuer? Issuer is a trained, competent, and authorized to issue a permit to work after ensuring that all the hazards has been identified and all necessary safety precautions are being implemented. Who is executor is responsible for the work being completed as described in permit to work, must ensure that the work being done has been adequately described so that all associated hazards and risks can be identified. The job of the field operator supports at site, checks the site compliance to permit conditions and signs the permit. So this is the sample, shows that how the work permit system is to be implemented. So for better understanding, I am taking the example of work permit to work activities for maintenance of the grinding machine. So for maintenance activity, code work permit is necessary. So here all the work details are given, that is the location of the code work, the permit number and name of the person for conducting the work. Then the description of the work is also there. The maintenance of the grinding machine, equipment numbers are also quoted. Here we point out the hazardous conditions in the red color, that is the holding parts, holding against grinding brush, the vibrations, the sharp points, the extreme heat. So these are, we point out the hazardous conditions, and for reducing this hazardous conditions we point out the personal equipment required, just like gloves, safety footwear, eye protection, hearing protection, etc. So safety checks for compliance also mean which type of work permit is required for carrying out these, that is the electrical work permit is required and cold work permit is required. Rest of the work permit is not required for this activity. Then the permission is also given, then the acceptance of permission is there. So there is a safe operating procedures is also listed over here for carrying out this activity. Then there is a verification is also there, means the persons have received instructions in the risk assessment. Yes, all persons understand the potential risk involved in the work to be carried out. Yes, and all the person understand the control and implemented. Now authorities transfer from the authorized persons, from the maintenance engineers to the workers. So there is a person issuing permit, there is a person receiving permit, also there is a signature, there is a date is also quoted, permit valid from, the time is also quoted, and the permit valid to, also date and time. So upon completion of the work, the above work is completed, the manpower deployed is removed from the working site, waste material has been removed and disposed of safety. Then again there is authority, that now this authority is from worker to the authorized person, that is the maintenance engineer. Then again there is a persons who issue permit, there is a signature, date and time, and permits who receive permit, there is a signature, date and time, and the copy is shifted to all the, you can say that, the production workshop, the safety office and the office record. So in this way the work to permit activity is to be carried out. One incident occurred in 18 June 2017 in mud agitator, started with two men working inside the mud tank. So what are the finding is that there is no permit to work, no gas test, no confined space, no entry permit, no isolation and no lockout tag. So what are the consequences? That there is a fatal and serious potential is happen. So you must have a work to permit system to work in such a, you can say that, the areas. So I hope that from these slides you understand the work permit, the features of work permit, elements of work permit, types of work permit and how to prepare a work permit. So thank you all of you for your kind attention and taking interest.